What's going on, guys? It's the Review Guys, and today I'm going to bring you the top 5 best features on the OnePlus One. So without further ado, let's get right into this. So guys, here's my OnePlus One, and as you can see it is a 64 gig Sandstone edition, and I bought this for £279, which is a good deal. As far as specs, it's got a 2.5 GHz quad-core CPU backed up with 3 gigs of RAM. But this is what the really interesting thing is, and it's what features does this have, and these are my top 5. So first of all, we're running 5.1.1 Android with a CyanogenMod version 12.1, the nightly, so these are the nightly. They get nightly updates. However, what's the date today? It was about 17th of June, and I haven't updated this since the 15th of May, so it's over a month old and it's still running as smooth as before. So guys, first of all, let's start with the number 1 feature. So guys, at number 5, you are able to customize a theme. And now that might sound a bit boring, and who wants to do that? But it does change the phone appearance a lot. So first of all, it won't change everything. So for example, if you want it to look like a bang on like a Samsung or HTC, you might be able to flash another ROM onto it. So that's the ROM that you're changing. But this is just a theme. So for example, let's say this one. So you can see the icons are different. It's called Mayo's theme. I downloaded it free from the Play Store. You can hit that out. Check that up now, and it just shows you a bit of previews here, and it tells you what it's gonna change. Now this is a Cyanogen feature, so if I click all of it, you can change individual ones. For example, you can have the style bar from this, wallpaper from another one, the locks from another one, the fonts from another one. But I'll just show you this, and the boot animations, yeah, they change as well. So if I click apply, in a matter of seconds, it will do it. There we go, applying, update there. So now it's changed, and as you can see, as soon as I hit the Google Now launcher, when I hit home button, and it's stuck. So guys, I've quickly rebooted it because it did get stuck for some reason. It never usually does, but here's the boot animation. You can see it has changed from the previous one, and there you go. So you can see, first of all, the fonts have changed. You can't really you can tell a bit, so let me just zoom into that. You can see it's now different to before. Now the icons have changed as well, as you can see. They do look sort of like in between iOS and Android. That's what it reminds me of. But you can see I can change the icons, and that is a pretty cool feature to have. So guys, at number 4, one of the good top features is the music change through the volume rockers. Now I know this might not be a big deal, as some phones do have this feature already. For example, Sony Ericsson had that 7 years ago. But it's a good one to have, as I didn't have it on an iPhone or a HTC. So I'll just show you, for example. So if I hit play, lock my device, and if I keep hold of the volume rocker down, it brings the track forward. If I keep hold of it up, it changes the track. Now that is a useful feature that I have found in my pocket. When you're on the bus or something and your phone's in your pocket, you can just change it, and you don't have to keep on looking at the screen, which also saves a little bit of battery. It's not a major thing, but it is one of my top 5 features that I use daily on the Cyanogen OS on the OnePlus One. So now, let's take a look at number 3. So now, if you've noticed, I do not have any navigation buttons here. And the reason for that is, I don't know if you can see that, yeah you can, there's buttons here. So these are more sort of like physical, but they're not actually physical buttons, but because of there, you know that they're going to be there, and they're going to be able to touch them more better than the on-screen ones. So as you can see, the home button, back button, and a menu button, but you can assign these to do anything you want. Now if you don't want to take use of the 5.5 inch display, you can have them on top, which I will show you now. So if I go into settings and scroll down, and where's it gone now? If we go into buttons, and you can see it says enable on-screen nav bar, and there it tells you disable hardware buttons. Now apparently these are hardware buttons, however they do still feel like it's all touchscreen inside, but you never know. So you can enable them, and there, as you can see, you've got all your buttons back. Your menu, close, open apps, your home button, and your back button. Now, which is a useful feature, and with the well, let's see if I can get back into that. Have a close. Yep. With the on-screen, with the off-screen nav bar, you can realise that you can take more use of these buttons and assign them to do anything. For example, the menu short press activates recent app launcher. I can change it to launch a camera. I can turn off the screen, last app. So there's a lot of features you can do with these, which is useful. As it's Cyanogen, it is very customizable. So that is my third feature. Let's look at the second best feature. So as you know, with gestures, OnePlus and Cyanogen teamed up and made a hell of a software piece. So here you can see the time it displays like that in the normal text font, but you can do more features. For example, when the screen is off, if you've got your phone like that on the table, you don't have to go up there and hit the side button. You just simply double tap the home screen anywhere, and even the soft buttons. If I lock that again, and I'll just show you up close, if I tap one of them, even when they're not activated, you can see that the screen comes up. Now if you're doing stuff, so for example, if you're tapping away and you're like, wow, I think I need to lock my phone, you can just simply double tap the top, and as you can see, it's locked. Now again, simply just double tap to awake and double tap the top to lock and keep asleep. Now this is a useful feature, and as you know, these buttons, they tend to wear out sometimes. With iPhones, I found my iPhone 5 wore out a bit, however my other Android phones did not. But if you think about it, technically you use like what, this one little button like a million times a day almost. There's actually a high figure fact of how many times you press this button. So some features, like some phones, you know, like, well, this would have had it if it didn't have, if I'm not running Cyanogen, and even Oxygen OS lets me do gestures, but if there were no gestures, for example, and this button, I'd press it like 1,000 times a day, as you can imagine, changing it on, checking the time and everything. And with the time thing feature where it comes in there, weirdly, when my phone's just like that, and if I just look at it, it just comes on. I don't know how. I don't think they've linked anything there, but this phone is really weird. And sometimes like that, I mean, it wasn't gestures movement because I tried that, but sometimes if you've got your phone like this and you try, well, it works that time. If you try unlocking it, it doesn't do it. For example, like that. But if you get it this way, it does it, and that's really weird. But I don't know. I always use my phone like this anyway, so it's fine. So yeah, that's my second best feature, and now it's time for my first best feature. So at number one, this may not be the top of the list for most people, but for me, I am a DJ and I'm a big music fan. So the AudioFX on here is very useful, and it's one of the best ever on the phone. So as you can see, you get the full it's not the full sort of, it's what of a 5-band equalizer, starting from 60Hz, which just go down, you can see there, and everything below 60Hz is pumped at that, and it goes up to all the way 14, well really 16 kHz, and you also get these extra features. For example, well, you can't do it now on the speaker, but once you click headphones in, which I do not have any on me at the moment, the bass boost goes, you can change the bass boost up and surround sound down. That sounds crazy, and you do get distortion. Many people here, you know, the max audio people, some people like it, some people don't. However, I do not really like max audio, because one thing that I don't like is when you put the bass up and the song's about to kick in, and then the whole volume comes down because of the bass, and it's going to overpower, which it does overpower many of the other frequencies if you put it up top. But if you like sort of have it like that, it sounds amazing. But if you put the bass full, obviously if you're going to do something like this, the user likes bass a lot, that's why they've put it up, and you're going to get that distortion at high levels. For example, here you'll be a bit safe, there you'll get full distortion. And now with Cyanogen 12, once on 12.1, once it's all the way up, I'll sort of these automatically go down in the sound. So that's because of the sound, the DSP working the way and sort of sorting the audio level so it's not too loud in ears. But for bass, this is amazing. And deactivate it there. And you have a reverb, which I don't really use, but you can change it: small room, medium room, large room, medium hall, large hall, and play. Now these are the top best feature. This is the top best feature for me, because I use this phone daily, and for music, wow. I've had the iPhone, the HTC, and this is the best for music. Even the speakers themselves are loud. So yeah guys, that was just top 5 features on the OnePlus One. Hope you enjoyed this video guys. I'm going to do more videos on the OnePlus One, maybe even better videos. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for the support as well, to subscribers. I'm actually at college. I'm gonna be 18 soon in August, but I'm still at college, so I'm doing lots of coursework. So I haven't been right bang on the review artist channel all the time. I've got a digital live channel because I'm a DJ as well. I'm on the radio currently at the moment. So thanks guys for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you in the next vid, guys. Peace.